Good morning, degenerates. What's going on, guys? It is December 17th. It is 10:30 in the morning. I'm just about to get ready to stream some wars, some Star Wars. Unfortunately for now, the hammer's a little down. We do have a GDKP tonight for World of Warcraft. I don't know if I'm gonna go though because I'm kind of leveling. Currently, my Jedi Guardian is level 22. 21. He's about to hit 22 today. I've kind of been taking it slow. I haven't been rushing or anything. I mean, if I had actually gotten in, on the first day of the early access, because right now we're currently in the early access stage of everything, which means that, BioWare was slowly inviting people based on when they redeemed their code. So people were redeeming since July, so I redeemed my code in September, so I didn't get into the third day. People were already 35, 40, almost hitting 50, so for me it's not really a race or anything like that. So I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm PvPing, I'm playing with the fans. I mean, the live stream has been amazing. People have been very supportive of the whole playing Star Wars and not actually doing the extracurricular activities on World of Warcraft, which is running the raid finder, arenas, battlegrounds, shit like that. And I mean, it's not always going to be like that. Obviously, I'm still raiding on my weekdays on whatever it is, on Monday through Thursday. I'm still streaming my raids. People, the crazy part is that now the people who used to be like, oh, Star Wars sucks. Fucking WoW, you gotta play WoW. Leave, I swear to God. Now they're like, go back to Star Wars. Fuck this WoW shit. People are changing their minds back and forth. But I'm still streaming my hard mode raids. For the meantime, it's gonna be Star Wars in the morning raid, Star Wars raid, and right now we're working on Warlord Xanos still. We got the 4% together, and I was like, oh, 4%. It's we're kicking them into the enrage timer on that last black phase, and then the tanks have to kind of survive through the enrage with massive amounts of cooldowns and shit. And yeah, it fucking sucks. So we're working on Warlord Xanos. We're doing some other things. Star Wars is so amazing. I'm loving the game so much. The questing is awesome. The class quest for the Jedi Guardian. Right now I'm playing the defense spec. I might switch to the focus spec, which is the equivalent of the rage spec that I was playing the other day. So I'm definitely gonna do that. And yeah, I got a new microphone. People, you sound different, Towelliee. They got a new mic. Hola, bienvenidos, Towelliee aquí en Towellee's HD Gaming. Vamos a ver un poquito de hotball. Gol! Towelliee. Yeah, I got out of hand. I'm loving hotball. I'm loving PvP. So far, Ruin has been really awesome. We've had 200, 300 people online leveling every day. We're queuing for battlegrounds together, having some fun. I'm always packing 3 healers with me. Jedi Guardian is very healer dependent in PvP. You barely see any warriors that don't roll with healers. It's kind of like World of Warcraft, right? Warriors always get babied. Jedi Guardians and Sith Juggernauts are the same. They need to be babied. They need to be cuddle the warrior, or excuse me, cuddle the Jedi Guardian. Yeah, I know, my hair's fucking all over the place, man. I gotta get a fucking haircut. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. But, yeah, I was reading some Theorycrafting up on the Jedi Guardians, because I'm gonna use them for tanking, of course, and I'm using the tank spec for PvP, and I'm doing okay with it. Hutball seems to be my favorite, of course. Civil War, I don't do too great. Void Star is where I do mostly my most damage, because I'm always AoEing on the door. And I was looking at some Theorycrafting websites. It looks like SithWarrior.com is the best place to go. The way that our avoidance and block works, it's almost exactly like World of Warcraft. We have our shield absorption, we have our shield rating, and then we have our defense. Now, defense is just the equivalent of parry and dodge in WoW. So the more defense rating you have, the more parry and dodge you have. You have the shield rating, which is exactly like World of Warcraft. It's your actual block, okay? Then you have your absorption, which is how much damage you absorb when you do block. So it's kind of going back to the Wrath of the Lich King style, with block value. You always had your shield rating, which was the percentage at which you're able to block. Okay, if the boss hits me, I have a 90% chance to block it. I blocked the attack, and then after you block the attack, then comes in the shield absorption, which is how much of that attack was actually, so I blocked the attack, okay? Okay, I blocked it. So he hit me for 20K. I blocked like 10K of it or whatever. Out of that 10K, how much did I absorb? That's the shield absorption. That's exactly what it is. It's the block value, after you actually block the attack, which is pretty cool. So, like, the way I was reading it is Star Wars is like a 2-roll system. It's a 2-roll system, whereas World of Warcraft is a 1-roll system. By roll, I mean when the boss hits you, the game generates a dice roll, right? Like in World of Warcraft, they roll a dice 1 through 100, okay? If you roll a 95, it's a parry. If you roll like a block. If you roll like a 15, it's a parry. If you roll like a 23, it's a dodge. You dodge the attack. So in Star Wars, it's a 2-roll system, okay? The first roll is to determine whether you hit or miss, whether the boss hits you or misses you. So let's say Star Wars, bam, rolls the dice. It's a hit. Then it rolls a second time, and it determines if that hit is going to be a critical hit on you or if it's going to be shield blocked or shield whatever or absorbed or shielded, whatever. And it could go the other way. It could be like you roll the dice, boom, miss. That's it. Nothing else happens. There is no second roll. So if the game rolls a dice and it hits you, it's going to roll again, decide whether that hit's going to be a crit or if it's going to be shielded. Now, the crazy part is that no one knows if there's any crit immunity in Star Wars, but there is kind of like a block cap. There is kind of like a CTC cap in Star Wars. We just don't know exactly what it is yet. I have to read more into it. But I was reading more about my rotation, which talents, which abilities I have to always keep off a cooldown. Like my retaliate, I have to have retaliate up, which means I have to move it to a more proper spot on my bar because I can't. When I'm tanking, I like to see which abilities I have available. And since we don't have power auras or nothing like that, I look at the bottom right and I'm like, oh my god, is my retaliate available? Yes, it is. I haven't hit it I could have hit it 9 times in the last minute, but I didn't. So yeah, I mean, the tanking is similar to WoW in terms of like how the game rolls the dice, the avoidance, the block mechanic, the shield mechanic, the amount you absorb, all that shit. So I can really relate to what's going on. I've been holding a lot more threat better now than I did in the beta. That's probably because I know how to use my abilities more. I've been using my guard ability more. I've been using my taunt ability more in PvP. It's awesome. But yeah, I mean, people ask me, Towelliee, are you going to come up with some new guides to Star Wars? Oh my god, I wish. I mean, this is the problem. I mean, it's either I post videos on TGN for the next month and I don't live stream, or I live stream. And I choose to live stream. Number one, because it's more beneficial. It's more of a, how do you say? It's more of an eye-opener to my audience. You know what I'm saying? When I'm making videos in WoW, I get like 10,000 video views in a matter of like 3 days, 4 days. When I live stream, what I would have been recording every day on my live stream, I'm getting around 25 to 35,000, sometimes 40,000 unique visitors every day. Which is the equivalent of having for like 40,000 views on a video. So, I mean, it's easier for me to live stream. It's what I always told people like Bajira. I told them, you know what? Your videos are amazing. Your Fury PvP, it's all unique. But guess what? When you live stream, it's just more interactive with your fans. It's more like of you playing the game and answering questions. The same questions that you get in your comments, that I get in my comments. What's your UI? What do you think of the game? That shit, I answer it live rather than answer it in a video response. People could just come to my live stream and ask me a question or send me a message or talk in caps to get my attention. Towelliee, do you see what I'm saying? I'm talking loudly. 10-minute ban. I'm sorry, here's my question. And I'm kind of glad that, I have the ability to live stream to a couple thousand people. I mean, we've been averaging like way more than like 1,800 people on the live stream every day now. Sometimes we'll peak past 2K. The other day we almost hit 3K playing Star Wars while I was with my bounty hunter. And it was pretty awesome. It's like people are just loving the Star Wars. And what's really going to determine whether this game is going to shine or if it's going to fail is going to be the level 50 end game. Once we see Towelliee in the Eternity Vault in a raid, whether it be 8-man or 16-man, is this going to work out? Is this challenging for me? And I have to work my way up to the Nightmare mode because I want to see how hard the Nightmare mode is. So it's going to be a lot of gameplay once we hit 50. And the whole thing with me making video guides, I mean, I always tell people, Like, you know, when I have the time to make some more videos, I'll make some more videos. But right now it's like really crazy because it's like I'm raiding Dragon Soul Heroic and WoW, and then I'm trying to hit 50 in Star Wars, and then I'm trying to raid in Star Wars, and then raid in WoW. Once I actually hit 50, you know, the whole, you know, rushing thing, now we're all calmed down. I hit 50, we can relax, we can do our, you know, we can start doing fucking heroic flashpoints. We can start heading out to the fucking open PvP area. I mean, we've been seeing Darren McTire, guys. Like, that's like the big rivalry right now. It's like the Ruin Gaming and on the Republic, and then you have Darren McTire on the Sith. And it doesn't seem like they're that organized. You know, it seems like a lot of, like, their stars are, like, you know, not present. It's just them hanging out, you know. It's like, right now, I mean, I've been rolling every battleground with anyone from Ruinous who can heal me or do DPS or just different people, just to, like, feel people out. You know, and I mean, as we've been doing the war zones, I mean, we've been shitting on them, you know, because they're only rolling with 1 or 2 people together. They're not really rolling in, like, groups of 4 and shit like that. I don't know, maybe if the members just don't like the game or something, but that's supposed to be the big rivalry. That's our adversary, according to, like, you know, our guild page. So I mean, hey, they're our adversaries. That means we're gonna have some fun. I mean, we had some fun last night. I mean, I was whooping some ass. They were whooping my ass. I know Master Kevlar from Darren McTire. He fucking like opened my asshole open. He was like, "Hey Towelliee, here's my fucking gunshot to the face." I don't know if he was playing an Imperial Agent or if he was playing a bounty hunter or what, but he was fucking me up. Bounty hunters are so crazy. Sith Inquisitors are insane. I'm gonna try to probably spec into focus today, just briefly, just so I can, like, see if I can do a little bit more damage. Because, yeah, it's pretty insane, the focus damage that you can do. We'll see, because, I mean, I only have, like, what, 9 talent points available right now, or something like that? Hold on, 10. No, I should have more than that. 5. I should have, like, 11 talent points available right now. So, I don't know how far that's going to get me into the focus tree. But we'll see what's going on. And, yeah, World of Warcraft. Hopefully, if there's a GDKP tonight, I'll think about going to it. But more than likely, I'm not. More likely, I'm just going to stick to Star Wars. My goal today is to hit level 25, 26-ish, and hopefully I'll get there. It's around 11 o'clock, so I should be able to stream all into the night, maybe a little bit like 12, 1 a.m. Lula, she's also live streaming some Star Wars, and she's, I think she's only a Sith Inquisitor, so, or a Jedi Inquisitor. No, a Sith Inquisitor, yeah, because she's rolling with her friends back from, like, the beginning of Vanilla and all that shit. But, yeah, come on down to the live stream, man. World of Star Wars Craft, I guess, whatever. Come hang out, twitch.tv/Towelliee. Show some support. Come on out, say what's up. Check the game out if you guys are, like, you know, playing, if you're playing, you know, World of Warcraft and you're trying to check out Star Wars. I'm going to be giving away some game time today to Star Wars. So, you know, you'll get those first 30 days of Star Wars. And then, you know, if you win a card, you'll get another, where are the cards? Here are the cards. I already gave out the codes and everything, so these are what the cards look like. It's pretty cool. It's like a 60-day prepaid gaming card. I ordered them from Amazon. I ordered 2. I'm probably gonna order like 10 more of these. I'm gonna order like probably like 10 more of these just to give those away on the live stream. And this is actually the actual box. Because I gave away a few copies of Star Wars, so now the boxes are coming to my house. So now I just got to start giving the codes to the people so they can redeem their code. But I just redeemed my digital deluxe edition. So when I go in game, I'm gonna have a Hollow Dancer, my own pet, and I'm gonna have a mount ready for when I hit 20. What is it? 25? We'll see. Guys, peace out. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Come on down to Towellee's HD Gaming. Chill out, relax. Trolls, of course you're invited. You're probably going to be banned, and you're going to come back again anyway. But you're invited too. We love you. Y nos vemos más tarde. I love my new microphone.